Hey
So
everybody, welcome to Candid Camper. We are live today with Tones and Jen. How y'all doing today?
Fucking fantastic, bro.
Wow, F word right out the gate.
right
Yeah,
Cool.
off
you
the
gotta start it
bat.
off
All
hot,
right.
bro.
All
Gotta
right. I
start off hot.
appreciate that. That's awesome. Sweet. Thank you. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've had a good day. Nice
Awesome. Love it.
weekend.
Sweet. Let's start off. Let everyone know who you are and where they can find you. Doesn't matter who goes first.
I'll go first, guys. You guys
Appreciate
can
it.
find me on social media at tones_TV on all platforms. Go ahead and follow my YouTube channel, Bad Thoughts Studio, where I do movies, TV show breakdowns, and then we also do trailers as well. You can find me at Tones. Bad Thoughts Studios, and follow the podcast that Ken and I are having some breaking news coming out probably tomorrow. Bad Thoughts podcast on YouTube and Spotify.
Oh, there you go. Jen, where can they find you at?
Um, in Louisiana.
There we
I
go.
I don't have like some kind of online presence, so I'm just here for today. But I'm on TikTok sometimes. I'm trying
There you
to.
go.
I can't see. It won't let me connect to my YouTube to be able to see comments. Oh wait, I see a comment from Melissa from Marissa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the comments will pop up right here for
I
if you on the top right you'll see comments, and then if we want to talk in regular chat it'll be private chat. So just
okay.
click that next. But
Okay.
but yeah, we bro, I'm excited for this. I'm actually excited.
Me too.
I never really thought about this. And by the way, my top 5 isn't going to be this, like heavily dominated, money maker that of a movie. Like some of these are more
Yeah.
nostalgia and experiences that I had watching these movies rather than, it being just this fantastic fucking movie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I
So,
agree with you. That's how mine is too, because I like a lot of stuff that a lot of people do not like. So it was kind of refreshing making this list, and it's whatever that's the thing. It's whatever you like and whatever your preference is. Most of my movies are the movies, or most of the movies I like are the movies that I like to put on before I go to bed. Like if I put a movie on and go to bed and fall asleep to it,
see, I
and
can't
watch it
do
over
that,
and over
bro.
again, I love that. That's my
I
jam.
I can watch TV shows like, The Office or like How I Met Your Mother, shit like that. Like I can watch those and go to sleep, but I can't watch a movie because I'll be too fucking locked in. Like especially that I've seen multiple times. I'll love to watch this one part because it's one of my favorites. Like I won't be able to go to sleep. On The Office and shit like that, it's like I've seen it so much that I don't care if I miss out on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel it, and we will do that top 5 favorite TV shows. And this list hopefully is your like actual 5. Like I'm talking about you're going on an island forever. This is the only movies you're taking with you, nothing else.
That's
So
really
I
So
hard.
yeah,
question
it's
though, does
hard.
it did it did, was I didn't do any animated movies. I just did live
What
action movies.
what it's a movie. It's a movie.
Ah, fuck. All right. Well, I'll just stick to what I got now because I have too much info on the fucking movies. But
I want to do a shout out real quick. We got Asia, Jennifer, Marissa, Alyssa, and
Les
myself. Thank you
and
for joining.
myself.
Appreciate
He said
y'all.
myself.
Appreciate y'all. All right, let's. Are you guys ready? You want to just jump into it? Are we warm? Do we feel warm? I'm warmed up.
I'm a little too warm right now, dude.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
that sounded weird.
Calm
That
that
sounded
down.
weird. I
Calm
didn't
that
mean it like
down.
that. I mean it's hot
There's
in
a
my
lady
room.
present.
My fault. My fault, Jen. She's worse than me. What you mean?
Not worse. Maybe on up there, but not worse.
I haven't gotten to see that side yet, so I'll keep it. I'll keep it to my own thoughts. Anyways, I'm not going first though. Who wants to go first? So we're gonna start from number 5 to number 1.
Well, I'm going to start with my honorable mentions first.
Perfect.
I'll start with this one. So I have 2. I couldn't really decide because they're just fucking amazing movies, but and very different movies. So don't judge me.
No, no judgment.
Pulp Fiction, and Pearl Harbor.
Pearl
Uh,
Harbor.
I
Pearl
love Pearl
Okay.
Harbor.
Harbor.
Pearl
Yeah.
Harbor. It was action packed, like action wise, I should say. There was a lot going into that movie. The storyline, the love, all that stuff. It was a great love storyline with the two brothers. All that shit. Like it was a great storyline, but I love the action portion of it. So, and when it came out, I was, I can't remember how old I was at the time, but when it came out, it was like that movie that you will always remember because it was about a specific event, a historical event that happened in real life. So, um, you know, everything as far as the storyline, of course, was like its own thing. It wasn't actually something that happened. But as far as Pearl Harbor happening, I thought, because I'm a big history guy, I love history, I love war movies, war shows, stuff like that. So it's definitely one of those movies. But Pulp Fiction, I mean, you cannot include Pulp Fiction in some kind of form when it comes to a top 5 movies. It's just one of those movies that hits you. Like every time you watch it, it'll hit you and be like, this fucking movie is fantastic. But it wasn't in my top 5 because, like I said, my top 5 is more of like an experience watching these movies. So that's why I liked it. But Pulp Fiction is and Pearl Harbor are my 2 honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. I forgot about Pearl Harbor. That's such a good movie. And you're right. It's one of those where you put it on and you're like sucked into it and you sit there for the whole 80 hours of it and you're like, damn, I love this. So that's a good honorable mention. Jen, what about you? Honorable mention.
That's so hard.
Did you make an honorable mention?
I did, but almost just kind of in a funny way. Because like I'm still trying to really figure out my top 5, but like something that's like canon for me because it was so big whenever I was in high school and I still watch it yearly. It's got to be Twilight.
Twilight. Yes.
Twilight. Like,
yes,
I loved it.
I want to go after she explains something. I want to say something, but go ahead. Explain why.
It's just, I think it's become more of a comfort movie thing. Like, I just have to watch it, and around that time every year, like around the fall to winter here, and honestly, when I watch it now, I kind of laugh because there's some parts I'm like, that is so cringy. And even the actors, they try and pretend that they weren't in it. But it's just, it's a feel good movie. It's just something that, like, there was such a big thing around it back then. And I still just love it to this day. I watch it all the time.
So I will say this: when the movie came out, it was great. It was a great movie.
Don't say that, Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
I'm not blushing. It's the medication. I promise. My face is so swollen and red. Don't make fun of it.
When the movie came out, it was a great movie. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it and I enjoyed it. But it's one of those movies that don't age very well, in my opinion. It doesn't age well. And like I said, it was a good movie, but man, looking at it now, the cringiness in this movie,
it really does. It really
top
is.
fucking notch, man. The cringe, and I hate saying it, but I can't watch it. I thought it was good when it came out, just not now.
Yeah.
Well, I like Twilight. I think it's one of those two where it's just easy to put on. It is very cringy, especially the baseball scene. Like, or when he's like pulls up and thinks he's like badass, but he's in like a Volvo. No offense to the Volvo drivers, but it's like, dude, that's like you could have pulled up in like a Corvette or something cool. You're a vampire, dude. You have vampire money and you drive a Volvo. So,
and the one thing is, like, I can't get over the fucking white faces, bro. I just
and the blue filter.
Yeah, dude, I can't do it. And I just think that was if they changed that specifically, I do think I might have a different opinion on it now. But man,
they just said the scene with Belle in the ketchup bottle.
And also when she pours like a little sip of water and then she just
yeah.
Why did y'all act like that?
But I'm not putting it down or anything. It was a great movie at its time.
Oh yeah.
It reached millions of fucking people, especially young adults, teens, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it did its job at the time, and it possibly can still. But for me, in the way I've developed watching film since then, it's very different in my perspective for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always gonna be something that I'm gonna throw on, or if it's on TV, I'm probably gonna watch it. But it's not my like, oh shit, I need to bring this to the island with me. If I went to the island and I wouldn't remember, it wouldn't be remembered. Let's put it that way. All right. So my honorable mention is going to be The Dark Knight, Batman.
Okay.
Yeah. It would have been in my top 10 for sure, like top 10 movie. Just the acting alone is it's just ridiculous. Like you can't get any better than that. Like what
Your
else?
favorite Batman?
Yeah, I think so. No,
I say like that?
no, because I talked about it too. Like Christian Bale's just, I don't know, man. It goes
I
back
like.
and forth.
I think he's my favorite. He's probably
Yeah.
my favorite for sure.
You know, I really like the corny ass like George Clooney one too. So
Yeah.
it's just Batman. The thing is with Batman's and DC in general is like, dude, you need to just stick with somebody, figure it out. If you want to do a DCU thing, like you need to keep the same people. But yeah, so I'm going Dark Knight. Just the
Okay.
Joker alone, like that just held that movie up, man. It really did.
Oh yeah, that. Speaking of like a villain, like if we ever did a villain one, definitely top one, top two.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I will say Batman has some of the best villains for sure. Like that whole Gotham is just full of some fucked up people. You know, that's why I would never visit New York.
Jen, stop worrying about your cheeks. They look they look fine.
No. I don't care how they look. I'm just like I'm hot. Like
Oh, okay. Let us know if you have to dip out for a second too.
no, it's fine. It's just you know what's going on. So
Yeah, I got you.
The stuff that I'm on is like it makes my face hot. Like I'm cold, but my face is hot. It's weird.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
Asia. Yeah, and you know what makes, I'm not trying to be that guy, but what makes it worse is that was like, I always liked Heath Ledger even in older films, but this was the one. Yeah, like that was your performance, and not just a performance for him, but for the world, because that was like top notch acting, and then you're gone. It's just crazy. So the thing is, now I'm gonna ask y'all. This is one of those weird questions. If he was still alive and we saw him play a Joker again, do you think it would have been the same? Think that movie would have hit the same?
Yes, 100%. You don't get into that kind of mindset and forget what kind of mindset that was because of Joker's
success.
Not just the success, just the character in its own. Joker was one of those characters where you have to play, especially as an actor, you have to get in the mindset of said character. Joker is one of those dark characters where you have to kind of live your life as if you were him at certain points, and it's definitely a dark role, especially because you hear so much stuff about people playing when what's his name, what's that dude's name who plays Joker now, something Phoenix,
Joaquin
Phoenix. Yeah, he was telling
Jack Nicholson.
No. Yeah, that one.
Hey, he did the same thing too. Like I think I told you about that. He, like, his girlfriend at the time had to leave him.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Like a Joker is one of those characters where you almost don't have to, like, you can't live with your wife, your kids, and because it's such a dark fucking role. So it's definitely something that I could definitely see him continuing to play. I just don't know if he would want to because of the effects of it.
Yeah, took a lot out of him.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, Tones, here it is. Your number 5. Where are we going?
Number 5, and this recently went up to my number 5 because I watched it again with my pops, and we loved it. So at my number 5 sitting is Interstellar. Interstellar was released October 26th, 2014. Budget of $165 million and made over $705 million, which is insane. The storyline, man, I mean, was just fucking chef's kiss, dude. The actors and actresses in it were just it was just an amazing experience to watch something that complex. And after the movie, you finally were like, I watched a complex fucking movie and it was this fucking good, and I understood everything about this movie. So, you know, it definitely is something that not shocked at this one. Not shocked at this one. But yeah, Interstellar is one of those movies where you can't. If you understood the movie, it has to be in your top 10 at the least. You know what I'm saying? Um, the acting in it was phenomenal. The storyline with it was phenomenal. So yeah, that's for sure my number 5.
Awesome. No, I actually never seen Interstellar. The crazy thing is that I own it on 4K Blu-ray, and guess what? It's still sealed. So, yeah, I will watch it. I'm sorry. Look at that face right now. Look at that face, dude. All right, how about you come over? We'll make yourself some popcorn. We'll share a blanket. We'll throw the surround sound on, and we'll watch it together.
That's wild.
Is there wine?
You bringing it? I'm cheap.
Dude, as long as it's not fucking Arbor Mist or whatever you had.
It's Arbor Mist. You're never
Arbor
gonna get
Mist.
It's Arbor Mist. Arbor Mist.
I fucking hate that shit. It was so sweet, bro.
Yo, that's my boy down the street, Arbor Mist.
Oh, that shit was so bad, dude. Or some what's that E40 shit? Not the one.
Slurricane.
No, not that shit. The wine that he has.
Oh fuck, Moscato something.
No.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Either way, I'm not drinking anything E40 makes. If it tastes like Kool-Aid, that sounds like a great bad night. Like a great / bad night.
That's 100 facts.
Yep. Jen, you're up. Number 5.
Number 5. So
Carlos Rossi.
It was hard for me to kind of think about like the franchises and stuff. And I kind of had a tie for a while, but my number 5 is probably Avatar.
The first one?
Okay.
Yes. I did really, really like the second one. James
like
Cameron,
the blue people. Okay.
Yeah, James Cameron is my favorite director of all time. And it was a hard choice between that and Fast and Furious.
Ooh.
The first one.
Okay.
I mean, every single day from like when I was a kid and when it first came out, I watched it every day after school. It was like, but it's almost not that I don't like it anymore, but they've kind of gotten sillier as time has gone by. So it's still, the first one is still up there for me, but like I think it's probably Avatar. It's number 5 for me.
I remember watching Avatar in the movie theaters in 3D, like, and that was the biggest thing ever. Everyone's like, dude, you gotta watch this. You have to see it in 3D. Like, this is the first film that was actually filmed properly in 3D. And I remember sitting in there just fucking blown away. No, that's a fantastic movie too. And just the amount of work that he put into it. The storyline to me is kind of basic if you really like look at it, but
yeah,
it's beautiful though. That's it's just a masterpiece. And then the Fast and Furious side of it, I agree with you. I love the first one. The second one to me starts getting a little goofy. The Tokyo Drift one, I love Tokyo Drift. I think that's actually my favorite in the series. And then after that,
forget about a cut.
I still watch every single one. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm still watching every single one because I love the characters and I love their family and all of that. But I mean, when they start flying to the moon and shit, it's like
so fucking weird. Like
it's getting a little crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I loved the first couple, but as soon as they start flying in cars and fucking flying off fucking bridges and getting caught by cranes and like, what the fuck am I watching, bro? The storylines have always been good. Like, I've always enjoyed the storylines, but the action scenes, it's almost
the
like
action is like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and the longest, which one was it? The 6th one, maybe? The longest airstrip in the world. I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
I stopped watching halfway through 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember if I watched.
Or 8. What's the last one that Paul Walker died in? Or what one did he pass away in?
I think that was like 5 or 4.
No, that was like was it 8? It was a 7.
It was later on.
Was that long?
What's the second one with The Rock? Not the first one, but the one that he like fighting, teamed up.
What's his name?
That
was, hey yo, dog, I need you to help me out now. And he's like,
that was the 6th one.
You're the bad guys. Okay, so that's the last one I watched then, yeah.
I think it was the 6th one. Yeah, that's the one at the end where they're trying to like get him from escaping, and they were literally trying to keep him from taking off on a plane. And it went on for like 30 minutes on an airstrip while the plane is going full speed. I'm like, this airstrip is as long as the state of California. This is crazy. I was like, after that,
That's
I was like, this
awesome.
is getting kind of silly.
Yeah, no, I'm good off. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
7.
I'll watch the first 3 and be okay with it.
Yeah.
So Tony, funny story is that my top 5 is actually Pulp Fiction. Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I
no,
can't.
Is
As
your
much
fifth
as I,
one?
yeah, Pulp Fiction number 5.
yeah,
So budget was $8 to $8.5
I was
million.
about to say something under 10 for
It's
sure.
very under budget. Guess how much it made?
Like
I
fucking
know we talked about
700
it.
million.
213 million.
I was close.
Inflation. Oh, yeah. And 1994. So that dude in 1994 making over $200 million on an $8 million budget. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's pure gold.
Pure
And
gold.
not only that, the way it's filmed is beautiful. The actors and actresses are amazing. The best part about it is that there's zero fucks given in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do what they want to do, and the coolest thing is the way it's filmed is that someone's walking in the hallway, they're having a conversation in the hallway about who the fuck gives a fuck, and then they go and do their business. Then they have the conversation leading out of the building, so it's almost like someone's actually. So almost like a human interaction the whole time. They go to the bathroom, you see them eat, you see them drive somewhere. Like everything that they're doing is full scene, and you don't really get that from movies even today. It's a cut scene, and then they're at the next place.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that too, the multiple angles of different characters and character arcs built inside that movie, it's fucking ridiculous. You have like 10 different arcs that you're going on, and then they all somehow like merge at the end. Fucking awesome, dude. And then he plays himself in there and then drops some crazy words.
Oh yeah.
some unforgivable words. And we're not
Oh, yeah.
talking about the one, the one we can't say. Okay. All right. Real quick, I just wanted to shout out to the chat. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then like and subscribe to everyone else here at this panel. And if you guys have any questions, please throw them in there. They don't have to be movie related. They could be any question on the planet Earth. Just go ahead and ask them, and we'll get the answers to you. I don't care. Just make sure that it doesn't say anything that we.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No.
Don't say anything in chat that will get you guys banned. All right. But anyway, what are we doing? Top
Number
4?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna. This one is it probably very controversial, just because it wasn't like a phenomenal storyline, but I enjoyed it. This was one of the best movies that I watched at the time, and it had a very good storyline to it, and it's Troy. The movie Troy. It came out in 2004. Box office, or the budget was 175. Box office was 497 million dollars. So it didn't make as much money as you would think it would make. Like it made maybe $300 million. But even though the movie was so big, I believe after it came out, it came out in like DVD or 2004 fucking VHS, you never know. When it came out, it was one of those movies where everyone watched it, everyone loved it, no one had problems with this kind of movie or with this movie. But Troy was a fun action movie. It was you got to see what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Come on, help me out. Brad Pitt. You guys see Brad Pitt in one of the best roles he's ever played. You can argue with me on that, but it's one of his, famous roles. You see just a wonderful storyline. You see the action that's in this, and he plays a phenomenal fighter that is legendary and told to this day of who Achilles is. You know what I'm saying? So definitely one of the best movies that I've seen when it comes to a historical figure. And yeah, number 4 is Troy.
Yeah, no, Troy's great. That's probably far away from my top lists plural. Like if I had like 4 different ones, I'd probably never make it on there. But I do respect it, and Brad Pitt in that was fantastic, and he looked damn good too.
He did.
Hell yeah,
he fucking did.
And And I'm gonna bring this up real quick before we get over to Jen. Where to go? See, we're gonna do a little bit of craziness. Favorite horror movie? I'm gonna go with the first Halloween, just because it's the suspense. And I remember as a kid, like kind of going around the corner when my dad's watching it and just kind of peeking around. And like, damn, that's fucked up. If I'm gonna go with something that's not all the way spooky, and I just want to give this an honorable mention as one of my favorite horror movies, and I'm gonna classify it as that, is Interview with the Vampire, with Brad Pitt, obviously, as a vampire. It's just super good. Tony hasn't watched it yet. He needs to go out there and watch
I
it.
watched Interview with a Vampire.
The movie?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I was like, you have like
show.
4 hours of time?
I watched the show.
No, it's just really good. But yeah, Halloween's gonna be my favorite.
By the way, watch the show, dude. Watch the fucking show. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It is so good. It is fucking phenomenal. Favorite horror movie. Can you take a guess? I think I've told you this, Marcus or Candid. You don't know?
No, I'm saying you're just gonna go through all my fucking names. middle name, last name. Fucking. I don't know. I really don't know.
Jeepers Creepers, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
So probably good. One of my favorite horror movies of all time. I think when it came out, and my brother, like, guys, if you guys don't know my brother, he exaggerates everything. So he was telling me at the time this was a fucking true story, and it wasn't too far from where we lived, and like all this shit coming out of my head, like being told to me by my older brother. So yeah, Jeepers Creepers for sure was one of the movies that probably my favorite, but not just that, it had a great storyline. It was scary as fuck too.
Yeah, I love it.
What about you, Jen? What was your favorite horror movie? Probably movie.
Shazam.
Horror. Shazam?
Shazam.
The fuck?
Right.
Where's my mods at? Shazam!
Right. I don't really like horror because I'm
not a huge fan of it either.
So I don't really, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite horror movie because I don't really watch them. They freak me out. Like,
we're gonna go with Shazam then.
I can watch some older ones like the old Carrie and It and things like that. I don't like movies nowadays, like scary movies nowadays, because they jump out at you. I don't like anything that wants to make me holler. I don't. So I wish I liked horror, but I'm just such a chicken.
Yeah. Have you ever watched any of the old Universal monsters, like old Dracula or Frankenstein's monster? Or anything
yeah,
like
I've seen them. Yeah, they're pretty good.
See, I enjoy those. Like every Halloween or like October time, I'll rewatch all those with my wife, and those ones are always really fun.
Final Destination is kind of fun to me.
Oh, I think it was Tones I was talking about the other day. Like every time you drive by a log truck, you're like, "Yep."
I'm fucking gone, dude. I'm gone, dude. When I was driving to your house, bro, I hit like 4 of them. I mean, not hit them, but I got behind 4 of them. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Like I was gone, dude.
We're gonna do one more question, then we'll get to Jen. What's the movie you didn't expect? Wow, pulling a Tony today. Holy crap! What's a movie you didn't expect to love but wound up becoming something you always
I think
watched?
We might have the same movie.
You go.
What the fuck is it called?
I think we talked about this.
Yes, we did. It's not Percy Jackson. It's the help me out here.
I can't remember.
It's with
I'm trying to think.
Oh my fuck. Prince of Persia. There you go.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
Prince of Persia. That movie.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, that movie I thought was gonna be awful as fuck, dude. I went into the movie theater with my buddy Nick and his brother Alan, and we went into this movie, and I had the mindset of I'm gonna fucking hate this movie. I walked out apologizing to Alan. I was like, Alan, I apologize, bro. This movie was phenomenal, and I went in like an idiot thinking it was gonna be shit, and it was a good movie. I thought it was one of the best movies one of those movies where you like, yeah, it's gonna be shit, and it just changes my mind.
You know what's crazy about it too is that it was first off, you have Jake Gyllenhaal playing a fucking
yes, dude.
Yeah, like what world? But he played the part very well, and then the other side of it was that it came based off a video game, and then the third thing that it was a Disney movie. So it's just the whole thing was just like whole bunch of different places on me. And yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm gonna go Prince of Persia too because it is freaking good, and I actually have the Blu-ray on my shelf. So good enough.
Sealed up.
No, I watched that one. So it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
a good movie. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
no,
one? Do you have one, Jen? One that you didn't think you were gonna like, and then you ended up liking it.
Man, I'm kind of like I put out a lot of feelers, and I just like, if I don't think I'm gonna like it, I don't even, sometimes
Watch
I
it.
just don't even give it a chance. I try, but honestly, I guess I could do one that I was surprised that I liked as much as I did, because I don't really like, besides Disney, I don't really like animated movies very much, but I loved the Spider-Verse movies.
Oh, those are really good.
They were really like, and I was like, oh, I think it's gonna be cute or something. No, they were really, really great. The visuals were just top notch. Like it was wonderful. And I didn't expect to like it.
I put in the chat Silence of the Lambs and Halloween Town. Classic.
Love
course.
Yeah.
Town.
Halloween Town's so good. Was that your number 4 or was that your
No,
Me?
that was her thing that she didn't
Ooh, or
expect to
spooky?
like.
Oh yeah.
It's like serious. I'm on a different
Well, what's
plane right
your number 4?
Yeah, number 4.
Jen?
My number 4, Greatest Showman.
Ooh, okay.
That was a collective. Ooh. I love that movie. I still to this day do not understand the negativity that it got.
I didn't understand why he like all of a sudden I remember it was Hugh Jackman. What the hell is this? But it was good.
It
But
was
good.
so good. The soundtrack was good. I thought
Mhm.
it had such a great flow. Like I was never bored. It just, and it felt it's one of those movies that feels like it's 5 minutes. Like it just, because it keeps me entertained the entire time. I absolutely love it. Thanks, North.
Oh yeah. All right, and then my number 4. This one's a tough one. I just switch them around, and this one's off of a different way that I normally go, but it really is something I can watch all the time. I'm gonna go Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Really?
Oh, dude!
Wow.
No, don't get me wrong. It was a fucking amazing movie. I was not
funny.
expecting that one.
Oh yeah, dude! No, I
Holy
love that
shit.
movie.
I do
I think
too.
it's amazing, and it's one of those that I just quote it like throughout my whole day,
Yeah,
and then
dude.
people look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, dude, you don't get it. You're on it. You didn't see it, so you don't get to laugh with me because you would know.
And also
yeah,
Wedding Crashers too, bro. Wedding
dude,
Crashers.
Wedding Crash is so good.
Yes.
Good cat.
Wow.
But yeah, like just the cast alone was really good, and the cool thing is that it had like random people put in there, like Jonah Hill and Paul Rudd. It was just perfect. It was so good. The whole premise of the movie was super basic. Like, dude gets cheated on, breaks up with the girlfriend, goes to get away on vacation. The ex-girlfriend happens to be there with the new guy. Just fucking awesome. That was a $30 million budget, and it made $105 million. So,
damn,
yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Favorite line? I can't even say it on here.
Way to go,
dude. Right? So I just went from 6 to midnight. Like when he's playing
yeah.
I fucking
Oh,
love it, dude. I fucking love it. Yeah, that's my number 4. I could make that 3 if I wanted to, but my number 3 is gonna be good. Tones, you're up. Number 3.
So my number 3 and 2 were kind of like a mixed match, but so like I said before we started, these movies are more my favorite movies are nostalgia. In my top 3, these are more, they're more nostalgia than they were like these record-breaking movies. I enjoyed their storylines for sure, and all these, but the acting was phenomenal. And for my number 3 is My Cousin Vinny. I thought this movie, because how many times I've watched it with my parents, because it was one of those movies that they would put on all the time because they loved it so much that it became one of my favorites. My Cousin Vinny was released in 92. Box office, or the budget was 11 million and made 64 million in the movie theater. So it is definitely one of those movies that once it came out on, VHS, Blu-ray, whatever, DVD, people started liking this movie. So it is definitely one of those nostalgia movies for me. And it's some, like, the lines within this movie is some of the most iconic lines in TV for me. Like when he I forget her name inside the movie. She's like, or he's like, youths. He didn't know how to, because he's from I think like New England, or not New England, like Boston or whatever. So he has that, or is he from Boston? Anyway, he has an accent where he couldn't say the word youths correctly. So the judge pretty much was like, "Oh, you mean youths?" And he's like correcting him. That's one of my favorite lines, bro. But My Cousin Vinny, I don't know. Have you guys seen it? Have you seen it, Jen?
Yeah, a while back.
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, look it up. It's actually funny, but it's actually a cool storyline to it. Cool storyline.
Yeah. Real quick, we got one from Farah. What's a movie you'll stop to watch? So I'm assuming you mean like something that's just on walking by and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna sit down and watch this. I don't want to say it because mine's gonna be in my top 5. So
yeah, mine would be My Cousin Vinny. I do it all the time.
Okay, there you go.
I'll stop and watch it. Like, it's that good. And it's an older movie. It came out in 92. I probably didn't watch it until like I was like 15 or something like that. But it's one of those movies where you have to stop and watch the movie.
About you, Jen? Your Twilight?
For my stop to watch?
Yeah.
I'll be different and just pick something that's not, it's not in my top, but like if I'm scrolling through TV and I see it and I'm trying to look for something to watch, I'll usually stop on it. It's probably Jaws.
Jaws, really?
I love Jaws. Like anytime it comes on, I'm like, yes, I'll watch.
That's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie till you can see the mechanics in the shark in that one scene, and it's like, who approved that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she said, yeah, which, yeah, Candy. I mean, it's on TV and you didn't watch. It's funny to say that. Probably Tokyo Drift. Yeah, it's just if it's on, I'm watching any of the first 3 Fast and Furious I'm gonna watch. And I've done that before. Like I'm clicking through and it's on. I'm like, fuck, I might pick that.
Yo, Liz hit one with this one. John Q, bro.
Wow.
She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong with this one.
I
John Q is
ever.
Dude, it is such a good movie. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
John Q was a phenomenal fucking storyline, dude. And what's his name? Denzel. I was gonna say Will Smith. Denzel is one of those.
Wow.
OD, bro. Shut up.
Where my mods at? Shut down.
The storyline was fucking 10 out of 10. I loved every part of that movie.
Yeah, anything starring Johnny Depp and Denzel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So let me play on that, Johnny Depp, because one of my a little bit lower honorable mentions, if it's on TV, I'm gonna watch it. Any Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. Any one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Love those.
What are we on? 3?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me take this one from you if that's all right.
You mean go first?
Go. Yeah, let me go first because mine is gonna be. No, Jen, you go. You go, Jen. No, Jen, go. No, Jen.
No, go. Mine's quick. I'm marking off my notes. I did do homework. I told you I would.
I appreciate it.
Mine will be quick because Tony already talked about it. But my number 3 is Interstellar.
Wow, am I fucking up?
You are, and you know what? Wait, because they are putting it back in theaters next month for the premiere. Go watch it in theaters. I'm telling you,
it's a different experience, bro.
You taking me out?
How come I'm always taking you out, bro?
Late night.
I have to bring the wine when I come watch a movie at your house. I got to bring the popcorn.
My house, so you're coming to my house.
Now I'm taking you out to the movie theaters.
I'll drive.
When can I be pampered, bro?
You already do that on your own, dude, with your fucking tweezed eyebrows and your nail polish on your toes.
Okay, Jen, let me ask you. See, people wonder why we fight. This is what he does. All right,
This isn't the kind of show.
he starts it. What is wrong with a man getting his feet done? Is there anything wrong with that?
No, I had to
Thank you.
convince my dad. It took a long time to convince him, and when he finally did it, he's like, "Where have I been all these years?"
Yeah,
No, I don't
thank
think
you.
there's anything wrong with it.
I like to get my feet done. And
I
my
mean, you're
nails
not
done.
like putting. Are you putting color?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not.
You'd get that House of the
Yeah, I
Dragon.
think you're
print.
good.
I get that like
Dude's
clear.
House of the Dragon, bro.
I get the clear stuff. That I forgot what it's called, but it's like
That's
a
still
clear.
paint. Clear coat. It's still paint.
No, I don't think it's a clear coat. It's like a clear. It like helps your nail or some shit.
You get French tips.
I couldn't
No,
tell
thanks.
you because I don't have a woman card on that because I hate
never do your
having
nails?
my nails done, and I don't let anybody touch my feet. It's weird.
It's weird. I'm not into that. Mm-mm.
Cousin dates are the best, but never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I love you,
Wait.
Candy. I love you, bro.
Love you too, buddy. Yeah, love you too.
Love you.
Anyways, I'm not. Yeah, no.
Why did you click that?
That's-
Why did you click that? You guys
He
can follow
would.
me at _TV, Tones TV.
Oh man.
Liz, bro. That's
All right.
funny.
So my number 3 is going to be the first Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, whoever it is. That's my Twilight. Yep. I can see it on your face, Jen. Anyways, that is my favorite movie, number 3. I will go out and put that on any night, all day. If it's on, I'm sitting there watching it. I love that movie. I don't know why. It's just because whimsical, as a friend.
Wait,
of the
which
channel would
Harry
say.
Potter was it? I'm sorry.
The first one.
The first one.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
You're
it
number
just-
3.
Yeah,
I thought
dude, I love
when I
it.
talked to you about it, I thought it was your least favorite, or what's your least favorite in the franchise?
Well, now that I've rewatched them, by the way, I went and rewatched all of them. Dude, fucking number 6 is pretty bad. Number 5 though, that chick, she went to the fucking woods, got taken out by them centaurs, and came back somehow, which I don't get. But no, dude. So either number 5 or number 6, but number 2 can suck it also. The book's good.
Thanks, Farrah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Farrah.
You know what's interesting? I do not like Harry Potter. I get so much hate
Ouch.
for it. I
Ouch.
think it's because I kind of was a little rebel when I was younger, and things that were really popular, it's like I don't want no part of that. And so I didn't even watch a Harry Potter movie. I watched it for the first time, I think like 3 or 4 years ago for the first time. And I think because I watched it at this age, like the first one, I was like, this is goofy as shit. Like it's too late for me.
Yeah. No, I liked Harry
I
Potter.
guess.
I need to rewatch them as well because I don't have them in my top 5. But I think if I rewatch them, I would get a better understanding of the lore when it comes to it. Because I read some of the books, like I read the first book. I think I read the second one. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But
I read some of them, but only one.
No, I read. I think did you read the first one?
Yeah, I read all the way up to. I read 1 through 4.
Okay.
I stopped.
I don't remember where I stopped. It was so fucking long ago. But I think within the movies, I think there's a different kind of way to look at it too. So I definitely want to go back and
was
rewatch it.
to me, but I don't know. People seem to like the second movie. I thought it wasn't that great, at all. All right, dude, we're on number 2.
We're on number 2.
Holy crap!
So number 2 for me. Did you want me to start? I'm sorry. I'm already going ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say $125 million budget, and that did $1.24 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of monies.
Oh yeah.
All right, Thomas, you up?
So this one is the reason why it's at number 2 is because when I went to the movie theaters to go see this movie, it was the best movie theater experience I've ever had in my life while watching the movie. It was the fans within this movie and the reaction it had was some of the best memories I'll ever have watching a movie, and it's Avengers Endgame. I think Avengers Endgame is hands down. It was so electric. It felt like a concert. Like I felt like I was at a concert. Like you know how when you're into the show or you're into the music and you just feel the vibe around the concert and you feel the music, all that shit. The whole fucking movie theater was like that with Endgame.
That's awesome.
And so Endgame released in 2019, April 26th. The budget was $356 million. Take a guess how much they fucking made in the box office.
Couple billion, right?
2.7 billion.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Is it in the top 5 or is it in top 10 highest of
most
all time?
I'll take a look. I'm not too sure.
It's got to be up there.
Let's say, was it Titanic and the blue guy Avatar? Those are like top 1 and 2. James Cameron had 2.
Avatar was 1.
Yeah.
Avatar was 1. Endgame was number 2, and then Avatar: The Way of Water was number 3. 4 is Titanic.
Yeah, dude. So James Cameron has 3 of the top grossing movies of all time. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What a dirty little man.
But yeah, I mean, you can't the way this movie was set up, and even the movie before that, I can't remember off the top of my head. Not Endgame. What came before Endgame again? Infinity War. The setup to Endgame was fucking perfect. It was absolutely perfect because we needed the movie. We needed to know what happened, and they fucking delivered. They delivered, and the Russo brothers. I mean, you wonder why Marvel hasn't been successful is because we haven't seen the Russo brothers behind any project. So definitely Endgame was one of my favorites for sure.
I'll let you read that one. They did save him. What do you mean? They remade him into a new character.
Liz.
I agree with the part of as far as Iron Man dying. He's my favorite Marvel character. So I understand what you meant by that being trash, but as far as the whole movie, it was great. But I will say this: the death of Tony Stark of Iron Man was the best death put on the screen in a while. I think it was needed. He was the first Avenger. He was the first origin story that we got to see, and we got to see him go out in a way that was heroic. It was good for the fans to see. As much as we would love to see him, it was one of the best deaths we've seen on screen for sure. But yeah, Endgame is my number 2.
Yeah, I love Endgame. Just that whole Avengers in general, man, is just yeah. I wish I can re-watch all that.
Oh,
like,
yes.
For the first time again.
Mm-hmm.
It was just awesome.
I love Endgame too, but if I had to pick a top for Avengers, it would definitely be Infinity War.
Yeah, I agree.
Really? Okay.
I love that one. It was just
me too.
so good.
Yeah, it was really great.
But Endgame, yeah, I mean that one's just crazy.
We don't talk about Age of Ultron. That's my least.
I didn't think it was that bad, bro. I didn't think it was that bad.
It had some all together, and it sucks because that's when the twins were introduced, and I love her, you know.
Wanda.
Not so much the accent, but I love her character, and I like Jarvis, like how he, you know. But it just it was a little just kind of offish to me.
It was boring, but it was almost like they had, you know, like, hey, you know what, we need to put this right here, otherwise nothing else is going to make sense.
Yeah.
So,
and guess who's coming back?
RDJ.
Ultron.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's Ultron.
RDJ as Ultron.
James Spader is going to be playing Ultron again and Vision.
Nice.
I think he plays both, if I'm not mistaken. James Spader.
It's Disney. Why not? Probably going to play something else.
Wait, never mind. I don't think he plays Vision. Sorry.
He'll probably play Deadpool next.
I think he only plays Ultron. Yeah, he only plays Ultron. I'm sorry, but he's coming
Jen,
back.
what's your number 2?
It's not a specific movie. It's just the whole thing. Star Wars.
Cheater.
Serious? Okay.
That's cheating.
Big on Star Wars.
See, if we could do that, I would add Star Wars.
I cannot. I can't narrow it down because I really, when I look at it as a whole and I decide like, oh, I want to rewatch it, I just go through it and I don't really just pick and choose because it's just, except I usually skip the first one because not
Which way?
The original first one, the fourth
3
one,
or 4.
Yeah. And the older ones.
Now, did you guys like the ones that not the one with Anakin in it? Did you guys like those?
Like Jar Jar and
yeah,
Phantom Menace.
Okay. Jar
Jar, that's the homie.
Jar Jar was silly as fuck. Okay, like that was so unnecessary.
I see. I personally loved all the ones with Anakin in it and Obi-Wan and all that. Like,
I do, of course.
Those were phenomenal, but for some reason they don't get a lot of love. Like the original trilogy was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but people they act like it was such a fall off with this. I think it was like 3 movies, right? Am I mistaken? I can't remember.
Yeah, the alien guy. And you know what? I'm gonna come out there because Tones already knows, and I'm gonna get all the hate in the world. Good thing I only have 6 people watching.
Don't bash it though.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not a Star Wars fan.
He's never seen it, so
no. I've seen them all, and I tried to like them because I wanted to be cool like everybody else and watch a cool movie. Because everyone thought it was so cool in the 80s.
You're bashing it.
No, I'm not.
I felt like that with Harry Potter, so I get it.
There you go. See,
I get it.
And to me, the only reason why people like Star Wars is because of in the 80s they didn't have the surround sound that George Lucas had to create. They didn't have the way that it was filmed that he created, and they had nothing that had to do with space, which he created. Only 3 reasons why is that was successful, because it was brand new to everybody. Rewatch them now, and with all the nostalgia out of it, it would not do the same. I promise you that. People hold on to shit. That's one of those things, just like holding on to Def Leppard.
But the storyline, bro, the storyline was great.
It's really brothers and sisters. Come on, we're all united. A great story.
Okay, there was a brother and a sister kiss.
The true chill. I mean, I guess that's what we're doing nowadays, anyways, with that hat on.
As much as I fucking hate you, I love you, dude. That was a good one.
The best trilogy is the Indiana Jones, and we all know it. So, if you want to talk about real life,
I disagree.
Talk with George Lucas.
Anyway.
Anyways, no, I won't knock it. People like Star Wars. People like Star Wars. I do enjoy the characters, especially like Darth Vader, badass. I thought Darth Maul was cool. Like that dude looked dope.
Yeah,
with cool eyes. And he had fucking dual lightsabers. Come on.
Yeah, he was cool.
Shit. And I enjoy the ride at Disneyland. The only thing I know is Darth Vader, the lightsabers, and falling asleep every time I try. Dude, thank you.
Leave me alone.
Fall asleep now. I am.
It's really a lot of a nostalgia thing.
That whole swamp scene where they meet Yoda is fucking boring. It's like 3 hours of them talking. He's going around in a circle. He's all stoned and shit. It's fucking boring.
It's really a nostalgia thing for me. My dad was obsessed with. I mean, he collected shit growing up, so that was like.
That's what I'm saying.
I grew up watching it, so
yeah. Do your thing, Jen. Don't listen to these haters, bro.
I'm not. Liz is my two best.
No, look at the fandom behind it. You can't. They got a whole land after it, so does Harry Potter.
Which,
so that's why I don't knock.
I was gonna say. And do I agree with that land? I do not, and that's another story.
The only thing, or are you talking about at Disney World?
Disney World. So, all right, we're gonna get into it. This is live. We got it. So, Disney World, I think it should have went there where it went, and that was perfect. Give me that there. Give me a reason to go there. Don't use up all the space that you have left in your Disneyland park to put the same fucking ride in the same place when you have it 8 hours that way. Just bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So my number 2, which is kind of why I wanted to go last, but it didn't make sense because it's my number 2 instead of my number 3. And it's the same feeling that Tony got. I remember showing up to the movie theater, early midnight release with my parents and my brother and sister, dressed up as pirates to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Do you
I
still
rem-
dress up as a pirate
Of course.
when you go see it? Wait, no, I wasn't going there, bro. I wasn't
hey,
I wasn't
bro,
going there, bro.
September. Anyway, anyways, you suck.
No, great choice though. Honestly,
Great,
bro.
thank you,
Great choice.
appreciate it.
I
I remember
totally
sitting there.
agree.
I remember sitting there and hearing just the cannons and everything, just fucking just explosions. And then the first time I see the dude put his hand through the bars and it turns into the skeleton, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, dude,
yeah.
that was so cool. I was not expecting it. So I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened? They're all, it's a fucking curse. I'm like, hell yeah, I like that. I like the curse. And then
And
Johnny
it-
Depp, dude.
I was about to say one of the most iconic fucking characters ever is him as
That
Jack
you
Sparrow.
have well, Jeffrey Rush, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, and was it Jonathan Price? All-star cast, dude.
It's such an
Mhm.
immersive movie too. Like, I mean, it is so good. It's always been in my top. It's some of my favorite movies. And I like is it 3? It's 3, right? Like the original 3. I mean, I
There's
know
like-
there's more, but like the ones with Orlando Bloom is
There's like 3 of them. Then they got weird, and then there was another one after that. I think I stopped
Yeah.
watching them. Like I only watched
I
the
love
first one.
all 3 of them. Like those are some of my top 2. They're so good.
They're beautiful.
I used
Like,
to have a
just
star. I
filmed
used
so
to have
well.
a saltwater tank, and I had a starfish, and his name was Bootstrap.
There you go. I
Hey,
got all my
that's
stuff
fire.
too. All my pirate stuff. Yeah, no, I just love that movie. All right, so let's take some questions before we get to our number ones.
All right.
Anyone have any questions before we do this? Before we move on? Okay, never
Another
mind.
franchise I never got into. Liz, what do you like?
I know. Liz, let's hear your. Wait, she did post something. Up
She did
here.
post it. By the way, can we? Where's Robin?
No, that's a good question.
Robin said, "Oh, I'll be there. I
Hmm.
took a 5-hour nap." That's how she talks in my head, by the way.
I don't know if she's coming. She had some
Everyone has
stuff,
accents in my head.
stuff going on, so I don't know if she's actually coming.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa asks, what upcoming movie are you most anticipating? For me, it is Fantastic Four. I just
Yep.
did a video with the crew from OG 55, Orange Grove 55, and Jay Shear. We kind of talked about Fantastic Four, and it's very nostalgic in a way, but also a good direction to go as far as Marvel. Marvel is it's struggling right now when it comes to hard hitters, and Fantastic Four, because of how much people love the franchise and love these characters. It's probably the most anticipated movie in my opinion, and also they picked the perfect fucking cast. Pedro Pascal and as Reed Richards, and I forget the other girl's name. Anyway,
I don't remember her name either.
I was just saying this on the video we just recorded, is the sex appeal that them two give off, and their married couple within the movie is fucking crazy,
Who
dude.
says that?
Sex appeal?
Yeah, that's
Have
like
you
an old
not
person.
seen the vid? Have you not?
Yeah,
seen
that's
the
like an old person like word.
sex appeal.
Yeah, it's a old word.
What's another word that I would use there?
Damn, the chemistry they had.
Well, that alludes to chemistry because
Wow.
they have that marriage that chemistry that you could see forming even when they're interviewing for this movie. Like it's already there. There's a video of him rubbing the back of her arm, and she like turns around, gives him a look, and just grabs his hand. Like it's definitely like you could see the potential this movie has just by them two, and you'll definitely see that in the coming up in this movie for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with my most anticipated movie for 2004 4 or 5, whenever it comes out, is Terrifier 3. Yeah, if you haven't seen the first 1 and 2 or the Hallows Eve one, please go watch them. I know they're a little spooky, but it's the first time I was talking to Tones about this the other night. It's the first time I actually watched someone stop what they're doing mid I don't know what word I can use without getting in trouble. Mid this slashing and to go think of something else to do and then come back and then continue doing what they're doing. You don't see characters do that. When you watch a character, you watch them run after the person trip, they get slashed, and then it's on to the next one. This was a whole like series of whatever this guy wants to do for that day. And if someone gets in his way, then he's gonna slash. So it was really cool seeing it from a different perspective. What about you, Jen?
I don't really know what is all coming out. Moana 2.
There you go.
There you go.
I liked Moana, and I was excited to see they were doing another one. I'm very interested to see how they're going to take the story and like what else they can do with it. Because the first one just had such a good story, and it was beautiful, and the way it was told. I'm interested to see how they're going to do the second one. And they said they were going to do a live action one too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they're going to do. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of over The Rock lately. Like, I don't know. He's just The Rock, Kevin Hart. They're just kind of overdoing it for me right now. But I'm going to go see it. Obviously, it's fucking Moana. So good. Stitch also. Lilo and Stitch live action.
Oh my god, I cannot
Very
wait for
interested
that one.
to see how that's going to go.
I cannot wait for that one.
Stitch actually looked really good. They didn't give him the Sonic the Hedgehog treatment, which is good. That's an underrated movie, by the way. Sonic the Hedgehog, if no one's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog.
I didn't see it.
All right, I'm going to bring this one up. Everyone's, oh, this is going to make you cry. This is going to make you cry. I did not cry during The Notebook.
I love The Notebook.
Did you cry?
It's kind of hard to make me cry. Well, it used to be. Now that I have a kid, and sometimes things that have to do with children or something like that, and now I'm a little bit more of a softie. I'll cry in some things, but it's hard to make me cry in a movie. Like, so no, I don't cry in it, but it's a comfort movie for me. I like it. Tony cried. He watched it while he was getting his pedicure.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want to know a movie I almost cried to?
Click.
You ever seen a movie? Actually, I almost cried to fucking Up. I don't know if you've seen Up.
Dude, Up is so good. I love it.
I almost cried for that one, but also, have you guys ever seen a movie called Hachi?
No.
You guys never seen a movie called Hachi? Hachi I'll just tell it real quick. Hachi is a movie about a dog that followed his owner to the train station every day, and when the owner, I guess, I believe he died at work or something like that and never came back from work, and Hachi was waiting at the train station for years, waiting for his owner to come back, and everyone would feed him for years on end, and he would just stay there. He wouldn't leave, waiting for his owner to come back. And finally the family comes and picks up Hachi like years later. It's a true story that happened in Japan, but it was a true story that the family ended up coming back to get the dog like 10-15 years later or some shit like that, and he was still there. Crazy movie, dude. I cried. I almost cried.
Oh, you know what is a movie
choked up
that I actually will cry every time I watch it, and it's it's one of my favorites. It didn't make the top 5, but it is one of my favorites. Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
Every single time he is talking to her and telling her goodbye, it's over.
Dude, Castaway. That one's up there for me.
That made you cry?
I didn't cry. I didn't say I cried. I said it's up there for me.
It's sad. I'm not trying to. I wasn't saying like it was a bad thing.
I don't
remember.
Dude.
I don't remember getting like choked up for that movie. It was a sad movie though, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to make me cry. I don't have a soul.
But when it comes to pets though, dude, like especially like a dog connection with someone, I don't know why I don't know why it just gets me.
That's what I'm saying. Click was pretty damn close when that dog started.
Oh yes, dude.
I'm like, all right, bro.
No, not gonna lie. Click is a underrated Adam Sandler movie that is very sad. It was such a great fucking movie.
I think it's definitely dogs but kind of animals in general. When I go through and rewatch Game of Thrones, I skip over every one of the wolves.
Yep.
I cannot take it.
Yep.
I need
I'm
to go
just
back
glad
and watch
Nymeria got
Game of
away.
Thrones.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, me too.
We're actually going to be at least Robin and I. We were talking on Discord. I think we're going to watch Game of Thrones again on Discord. I think it'd be
It's
fun.
so long though. That's the only thing. Like I
Mm,
really got
it still
to
hits.
set up some
It still
time.
hits, bro. At least for me.
Liz said that Encanto made her cry. I'm trying to think of what part made you cry.
What part did make you? I love Encanto, but
Newer Disney movies to me is like I just wish they got away from the singing. I feel like that like some movies are just overly singing and then the storyline kind of gets mumbo jumboed. Except for Coco. I really enjoyed Coco.
Coco was great.
Yeah.
It's so this is kind of a funny story, but my husband's grandmother, she uses a walker, she's old as shit. And
She old.
as soon as my son started
She's watching it right now
talking,
too. You know that, right?
as soon as my son started talking, he called us mom and dad or whatever. He started calling her Mama Coco from that movie. And so still to this day, she's Mama Coco.
That's awesome. I love it. She old. Um, what's a what's a movie that almost made you walk out the theater? Oh my god! It was a fucking one with not Riff Raff, the guy that what was it with all those chicks
Machine Gun
and
Kelly?
all the chicks and they go to the beach and they go do drugs and stuff the whole time and they want to be cool. Oh man, Riff Raff he sued them because they thought that James Franco's in it. He's like a thug gangster guy.
Oh, hold on, let me look it up.
What was it called, dude? Joke's on you, Liz. There's only 8 months to be pregnant. I know. What the
Interview
fuck was you?
or no? This is the end.
No, dude.
Pineapple Express.
No, he like has like gold teeth.
Why him?
What?
Why him?
No, that's not it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's when he's like doing the same shit you were just explaining. It's the dude from it has to be that Spring Breaker.
That's it.
Spring Breaker?
Spring Break. Yeah, dude. You don't remember that one?
Oh, okay. Yes, it is it. Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, no, I walked out of that and asked for my money back, which I'm not. I don't go full on Ken or Karen, whatever the fuck it is. But that shit was so bad, and I should have known. Like, dude, but it had Vanessa Hudgens in it. Come on, dude, dime piece for sure, and it had Selena, and it had Gucci Mane. But
for me, it was fucking Love and Thunder, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, dude,
I mean, I was so fucking disappointed. It was one of the worst movies that I've ever watched. Y'all can't read. Oh, she said right here. Mods.
You know what's crazy, Liz? I remember asking you if you wanted to come on today.
Yeah.
And here you are giving us all this
giving us orders and shit.
Giving us your top 5. I mean,
I just throw a camera in front of you, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Love and Thunder for me. I walked out of that shit. It wasn't Thor that everyone loved and got to see throughout the movies. He was a fucking pussy. It was so bad, dude. I hated that movie.
Tony can't read. All right, Liz. What about Liz? Wow, sorry, Jen. That's how you get in trouble, by the way. glad we're not married. I would have been fucked.
I don't really think that there's anything that I've watched that like I didn't like so much that I wanted to walk out. I think that there was one movie that I just felt was super, super disturbing when I saw it at theaters. I was in high school and there was nothing out. And we were like, let's go watch it. And it's fucking weird. It was Splice.
Splice. That sounds familiar.
It was just odd as hell. Like, And I thought it would be cool because I'm into science and biology, and they're uh
What the hell
trying to
is
make a child from
what
whatever.
is this?
But it's weird because whatever kind of DNA they use to make the child, I can't remember the full
What
story.
is the movie called again?
Oh, it's
Splice.
Adrian Brody in it.
Oh, Splice. Okay, yeah.
Look, let me just because I'm gonna just give it away because
No, go ahead.
but it was a girl at first. It looked like some kind of alien shit. Do y'all see the picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It
what
was
I
a
don't.
girl at first, okay, and it's supposed to be made from their DNA, it's supposed to be their child. So the mom walks in with the dad having sex with the thing as a girl, and then later on it gets really aggressive because they use all kinds of crazy shit to make the DNA. It gets really aggressive. The mom's trying to run away from it, and then they realize, oh, it changed sex, and now it's a male, and now it's raping the mom
What the fuck?
as some alien thing. And it was
fuck.
We can't say that. We can't say the R word on
it
here.
was disturbing as shit. Like,
I don't want to watch that.
I could
Yeah.
never watch it again because who even approved this? Like, who just was like, that's it right there. That's it.
By the way, who approved Human Centipede as well? Who the fuck approved that movie? Talk about a fucking weird movie. Who the fuck?
By the way,
this is it.
that Splice movie only made $27 million.
Yeah. Do you blame it? Do you blame the fans?
Now,
No,
and it
that's
had a
not
good actor in it, and I can't remember his name. What's the actor's name? The he was like
That's
the
what
main.
I'm saying. It's
Adrian Brody.
Okay, and I like him. Okay, I don't know if y'all judge me on this, but I like King Kong.
Why would we judge you? It's a good movie.
King Kong.
Okay, but some people are like, me and my dad, we loved it, and he was good in that one too. Like, I like that actor, but that movie
He's in
was
The Village.
shit. I was like, the Bills must have been duped.
Oh shit! It's gonna piss off Candid. Gonna piss off Candid, bro.
You like last dated your
Wait,
dad
let
and
me
your
go
brother.
back and read the comments because I've been.
That's
Liz.
honestly, I haven't seen the last one yet. So
I'm about to say,
I missed Liz's comment earlier, but that's literally a crime. I walked out of Oppenheimer.
yes.
No,
I watched the first 10 minutes and I couldn't get into
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch longer, bro. Honestly, the first 10 minutes is kind of slow.
It's
Not
slow.
gonna lie.
That is, oh my, there's a reason why.
The only thing I didn't understand about that movie was the fact that he technically it didn't show him being the mastermind because he got all the ideas from everyone else in the movie, which was kind of confusing to me. But he's the one who put everything together. Was Oppenheimer?
It was phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Ferris said, I don't understand how the paranormal movies succeed. So they were successful because they made them sound like they're real.
Yes.
And then they came out later that they're fake. And
I will say this: the movies were shot fucking well,
dude.
They were shot, yeah,
creepy.
They were creepy.
It might have been this weird fucking storyline, but very well, very well.
Look at Blair Witch. That was another one, dude. Just filmed crazy. Well, no, we didn't see things like that before. So once again, it's like it's new to the people and it's intriguing. I want to give an honorable mention to Anaconda with J-Lo and Ice Cube.
Sorry, Liz. I did not read the second part of that comment because I got offended quickly. She said she walked out when it was over.
Yeah, when it was over. Yeah.
I missed that. I was like,
I missed that too.
Because I got mad as soon as I saw I walked out. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, I don't know why Liz is putting like 10 comments, spreading them all out. She ain't using periods.
She said at the end.
I have my brightness turned down as much as I can while still reading because it's like blaring.
I will say this, bro. Anaconda wasn't a fan, dude.
I liked Anaconda.
I thought it was too fucking cheesy.
It was silly. You know what's a movie that I actually like, but I still think like I'll watch it, but it's still silly as hell to me is Is it Deep Blue Sea
Deep Blue Sea.
with
The one
the
with
with
the
the
shark?
Alzheimer's sharks?
Yeah. Fucking shark ate me. Deep Blue Sea. That one.
When it
Yeah.
just completely inhales Samuel L. Jackson mid
Yeah.
speech
Yeah. Yeah.
and somehow LL Cool J was the only one to
Yeah. Yep.
You know that's how you knew the shit was backwards.
it was it's weird, but I still watch it. I think it's cool.
They're trying to blame their bad reading on us too. You know, I'm sorry. It's just we're so engaged in the conversation with each other, and that's just been great. We do appreciate everybody that's watching, and sorry that we didn't get to all your comments if we missed them. I'm just actually happy that everyone's actually engaged in the chat. That's
yeah.
that's really that's a
It's a fun
gorgeous
live.
thing. Are you guys ready for number one?
I am.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first because it's not a movie that everyone probably has watched, but this, because of the nostalgia of this movie, this was one of the first movies I've sat down and watched a movie with my dad as he explains certain things of what's going on. And I watch this movie every time, and I haven't watched it before without my dad. Like, it was just one of those movies. And it is storyline amazing. This was one of the first movies I watched with Denzel Washington, and his acting was phenomenal. It's the movie title is called Crimson Tide. It came out in 95.
Okay.
The budget was only $53 million, which is very low because it was a movie on a submarine. And this movie only made $157 million in the box office. But the storyline, it was to pretty much sum it up for people who haven't seen it. This movie is a mutiny that was going on within a submarine because one captain wanted to pretty much nuke. I think it was Japan or Russia. I can't remember the exact country, but they wanted to nuke, but the confirmation didn't come through all the way. It was cut off because comms were cut. And, you know, to sum it up, there was a mutiny to bomb or not this nuclear submarine. And the storyline is just fantastic. So you guys should definitely go see it. But
Yeah, I
Crimson
watched
Tide,
that
definitely
a
my favorite
long
movie.
time ago. A long time ago.
Yeah.
There's another movie that's kind of like that. It'll come to me later. But there's same kind of storyline, like where the guy wants to like do something, and then the other person, like the rest of the crew's like, hell no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But then,
And it's definitely, and you know, back then there was a whole, you know, race thing involved in it, and just the storyline though, everyone came to like a certain conclusion and all that shit. It was a great movie. But as far as like
the Russians,
it was the
I'm
Russians.
trying to read. You know, I don't want to get in trouble again.
Okay,
you know, it's the Russians.
Yeah, it for sure was one of my favorite movies, just nostalgia wise, but also storyline wise. It was one of my first movies I saw Denzel in. One of my favorite actors of all time. So definitely Crimson Tide is my number one.
Oh yeah. All right, Jen, number one. You're literally like, hey, dude, we're dropping you off on a beach or an island forever.
This one's not hard for me. My number one has been my number one forever, and it's Titanic. That will always be my number one. I have a tattoo for it. It's always been, because, you know, I love James Cameron.
Oh yeah.
But I just love the way he makes movies. I love the way he tells a story and every detail he puts into it. And I mean, just the costumes and the way, because I watched a lot of documentary behind it. I mean, and him even going down to the wreckage himself and getting like real-time footage for the movie. And then it comes out later that he got the star alignment wrong for that night and went back and changed it because like he takes such good care. It's just
that's awesome. I didn't know that.
That's why he makes billions.
Yeah, it was somebody had came out and told him, and he went back and changed it. And
that's awesome.
Also the runtime of the movie, it was the exact time it took from the time it hit the iceberg till it sank. Like he just and
Wow, I didn't know that
I
either.
just love everything, every little detail he puts into the stories. But it's such a and I know because a lot of people are like, that's crazy because it's it's a tragedy, and I get it. But I also grew up like I used to be. I've always been obsessed with Titanic. It's like itself. I had all the books on it. Like I love everything about it. It's one of the highest earning movies of all time. What did you say on the list? What was it?
I think it
Three?
was number 5 now,
Four.
right?
Number
4?
4. Yeah.
It was number one for the very
The longest
longest
time,
time
yeah.
until, like Avatar and Endgame and all those came out. I did write down those things. So it was 97 that it came out. The budget
Oh
was
man.
200 mil, and then how much it's made over time is 2.264 billion.
Yep.
Damn. That's wild.
And it's great. And and you post and you commented earlier when you sent me the message saying also thinking about what you didn't like or what you would change. There is not a thing I would change about that movie. They have that other that alternate ending. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that, where like he catches her about to throw the necklace off.
Oh yeah.
About it. I would have not liked that ending. So like it was so powerful the way that she ended it. The only thing that's kind of funny and I know everybody talks about the door.
The door,
but, the only thing that's kind of when you think about it, it's like, man, she was married after and had like kids and everything, but when she died, she went back to that first dude that she practically had a one-night stand with. That's crazy, bro.
And another thing about that is like it sucked to hear years later that Rose old lady that we saw wasn't someone that was actually on the Titanic. Like I thought it was actually someone who that was on the boat and like talked about,
no.
Yeah, I was like,
there were a few of the characters that were like of course like the captain and Molly Brown and ones like that.
Now, did you hear the theory? This is just a theory, conspiracy theory when it comes to Titanic, that Jack was actually her hallucination. Like they were saying that it was her hallucination instead of it being someone that got on a like $1 billion or $1 million probably at the time cruise ship without a ticket and no one officially like saw him or some shit. That's a crazy theory. I never thought of it until I like rewatched it one time. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I've seen all of it, but I like the whole metaphor around the story and everything. He literally saved her life in more ways than one. No, he would not have been able to get on the door. Like, I don't know why that's still such a crazy topic. It's just because he would have flooded it. It's so silly. And didn't Mythbusters prove that or something? It wouldn't have worked.
I love Mythbusters.
And then another thing that kind of bothers me that people get wrong is they're like, oh, she says she'll never let go. And then she just takes off his hand and lets him go. I'm like, that's not what she meant. She'll never let go of the promise that she gave.
Exactly.
Him. It's so powerful. It's such a good movie. And the acting is like, it's amazing. Amazing.
I'm gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna.
I was just about to say that.
What is your favorite Leo performance?
Shutter Island.
Fuck you. That's such a good dude.
Yeah.
Shutter Island. A U.S. federal marshal.
Yeah.
Liz, are you talking about my full name? Are you talking about who? That is me. I promise.
Yeah. Did you have a different account or no? Was that always you?
So I think because I'm doing it on a laptop and I had to go through this other thing that Candace sent me, it connected to my Gmail.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it just has my full name.
Gotcha.
The Departed was good too. I'm gonna go with Gangs of New York. Since you went with Shutter Island. Not that I can't go Shutter Island, but Gangs of New York, dude. Man, that's in the top. That's in my top 10 list, by the way. Probably like number 7.
Yeah.
I love that movie, and dude, Leonardo DiCaprio once again just fucking crushed it.
Killed it.
Like, dude is just amazing. And then honorable mention would have to be probably The Revenant.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen The Revenant.
Dude,
I don't think I saw
Really?
it. Yeah.
you have to watch it. It's really good.
He was
Really
he was
good.
I think that was
phenomenal.
his. That was the one movie he won a
Yeah.
Oscar for, right?
Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
would
crazy
say.
to me because I still don't understand that. That's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
He must have fucking pissed off someone in the academy or in that voting things for sure.
Yeah. Inception
Thank
was another
you.
one. What about you, Jen?
I mean, probably that one, but I did love him in Gatsby. Of course, The
The Great
Revenant.
Gatsby.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? The Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, I just think he's all around a good actor. So he plays good in everything he's in. I didn't care for that movie all that much. I also didn't care for that one. I don't know.
Catch Me If You Can.
I like that one, but
It's
no,
boring.
the one that went straight to Netflix a couple of years back. Don't Look Up.
Oh, the Hollywood.
I did not like that very much. And
Once
he
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
still acts good, but it felt very, I don't know. He felt out of place for it. He felt too good for. I thought that movie was kind of silly.
What do you think of
But-
him in Django?
Yeah. And The
Django's
Departed.
Oh, dude,
And
that movie.
you know what
Holy
movie I
shit.
really want to like, but y'all, I get confused, and I've watched it so many times. Inception.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
still confused to this day by it. I just don't get it.
I like
I think that's kind of the point.
I just can't watch because I'm like, and I don't like a lot of open-ended movies because that thing's like spinning at the end. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Oh, Blood Diamond was one. That's a good one.
I forgot
Yeah.
who did that.
Romeo and Juliet. As many lines.
All right, let's get to your number one, bro.
is it on me?
We kind of know your number one, but
Yeah. So
you said your number one yet, Jen?
she did.
Okay, just making
It
sure.
was Titanic, bro. Where the fuck you been at?
No, just making sure. It was her number one. I thought. Anyway, answer the fucking question.
Wow. Anyways, we did not, because my number one is The Goonies. I grew up loving that movie. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just wanted to go on that adventure myself and be able to live that tale. The way that it was filmed was awesome. Having two big directors make this movie that you would never see come together to make such a small budgeted movie was huge. It was $19 million budget. It did 125 million, which is solid for the 80s. Most of those actors and actresses are now in big roles like Lord of the Rings and what was the other one that Josh Brolin, dude, fucking Cable or whatever, not Cable. What the fuck is the other guy? I can't even think right now. Thanos. There we go.
Oh,
yeah. Thanos.
I forgot his name. His real name.
Yeah, Josh. Corey Feldman, dude, is now a fucking rock star touring the world with Limp Bizkit. Come on, man. You get to do it all. But yeah, no, I just think it's great. I wish we got a number 2. They had all the chances in the world to pull out a number 2. Every time I watch that movie, it just makes me feel really good and happy. It also pisses me off because the whole time they could have just looked at the end of the map and they could have realized they could just went around on the beach and just went through the hole anyways. So it would have been a lot easier, but then we wouldn't have a story. And it's my life mission to make it to the Goonies house. I'm gonna get there.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I've been to Oregon twice and still haven't been there. But that's my number.
I want to adjust this because I liked E.T. It was great, but I think it was such an old movie by the time I was able to watch it and understand it that it wasn't something that I was interested in. It was a great movie, but as far as like top 10, top 20, I don't think I can ever put E.T. in there.
E.T.'s in that realm of like the Gremlins.
Yeah.
You know, I love the Gremlins, but it's never going to make my top 10 list. Maybe if I did like a top 10 80s list, it would make it. Same with ET.
The Sandlot,
Mighty
dude.
Ducks.
Fuck. That's probably my top 10. The Sandlot.
Hook was so good.
Sandlot.
Marissa, Jurassic Park was like right there at number 6, 7 for me because I do love Jurassic Park.
Now, did you guys like Mighty Ducks? This is, I think like Mighty Ducks was good. I thought, remember Little Giants? You guys ever watch that movie, Little Giants?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like those kind of movies were so
The
fucking
Big Green.
Yeah, Big Green. Yes, dude. Yes, bro. Like those
Yeah,
are
that
some
was
good
good.
fucking movies to watch. Another movie that I wanted to talk. What was it? Just fucking had it in my head. A League of Their Own. Remember A League of Their Own?
I don't think I've seen that.
Tom Hanks. It was Madonna was in it. You guys never seen A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
It was about a women's baseball team, and they started their own baseball team during the Civil War. Or I forgot when. What
Are
time
they
period,
wear?
but-
Is their uniforms white and red?
Yes, red hat.
Okay.
Well, I think they're like pink. Oh no, they could be
Yeah.
white.
I
Well,
think I know what you're talking about.
A League of Their Own was such a good movie, dude.
I think that there's a lot of movies that it's weird because I would want to put them on my top list, but they're not really honorable mentions either. Like I just love these movies, and once again, like going back and watching Jurassic Park, I love Jurassic Park. It's never gonna hit one of my lists, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
More than once. And especially now having kids too, having them watch a lot of these movies and going back and loving them as much as I did is probably like the coolest thing ever. And then there's a lot of shit that they don't they don't like. They're like, dude, this is lame. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you're gonna like it anyways. You're gonna sit there and watch this. Shout out to the Lego Movie. Yeah,
I don't think I've
have you
seen
seen Lego Movie? Dude, really? Everything's awesome. What? Dude, go watch the Lego Movie. So good. What else we got here? We got League of Their Own. Tom Hanks. All right. So, hot take on Tom Hanks. I am not a Tom Hanks fan. The only movie I love that is from Tom Hanks, and this is probably the worst movie ever created, is The Burbs.
Oh, dude, what about fucking Saving Private Ryan? Wasn't that Tom Hanks? What?
I don't like Tom Hanks. He's not that cool.
Dude, no. I didn't know this about you, bro. I didn't know this about you.
Now you do, motherfucker.
I didn't know this about you, man. I might have to revoke your cousin card.
So I had some other movies, like I put some movies on the side that I named them great movies because I guess they're not in my top. A couple of them kind of are, but they're just a great movie. And one of them for me is The Green Mile.
Yes,
that's my favorite Tom Hanks movie. I love that movie.
I'll give you The Green Mile.
I was about to
I'll give you that. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I forgot about
Drive My Happy Ass.
That one is really good. Well, that's not. I mean, that same with Shawshank. Like I love that movie. It's so good. Didn't reach my top 10. That's like a lot of people's top 10. It was good. It's just not hitting it for me.
Yeah,
Captain Phillips, boring.
Captain Phillips, I thought was good.
Jim Carrey.
See, this I might have to like. There was good moments that he had in movies, but I don't find him that funny. I think in
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
What?
Mr. Popper's Penguins. Have you seen that one?
Oh,
okay. He gets penguins.
Forrest Gump was good. I liked Me, Myself, and Irene. That was a funny fucking movie.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura movies were fucking good. Yes, but I won't consider him like I consider him a legend.
The Grinch.
Yeah, I consider him a legend. I just don't consider his movies like in my all-time top movies, except for like certain genres, possibly.
And this is a good way. I agree with this statement. Small doses of Jim Carrey. Yeah, like every couple months of Jim Carrey. There's a Okay, here's one for your tongue. You're thinking of a movie that it was on the tip of my tongue too, and I can't think of it. What's an Liar Liar? And there's the Cable Guy.
Cable Guy, yes. That movie wasn't that. I mean, it was funny, but it was like
Mask.
Oh no, The Mask, bro.
I do like
Yeah,
The Mask. I used
Mask
to
was
love
actually
that
really
movie.
good. You guys are making me change my mind on Jim Carrey. There's actually like,
He's old Jim Carrey's
Old
great.
Jim
New stuff is
Carrey.
yes,
weird.
Yeah,
agreed. Okay,
definitely.
we'll go with that then.
All right, Tones. Oh, got a controversial one for you.
What is it?
Nicolas Cage.
Fucking no, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say fucking hate him. I don't care for his movies, dude. I really don't. His movies are mid
Wow.
at best. Good
National
actor.
Treasure is great though.
I love
National,
National
no,
Treasure.
it's a good movie, but
It is.
he's not one of those. To me, I don't look back on movies and be like, he is one of the best actors that I've ever seen.
Con
Not that
Air,
there's nothing wrong with
Ghost
that.
Rider.
Ghost Rider, Gone in 60 Seconds, Face Off,
Good
Snake
movies.
Eyes.
Good movies.
Come on, dude.
They're just not something that I would put in my. He wouldn't be my top actor.
The Rock. Not The Rock, but the movie The Rock.
Oh,
No, fuck The Rock. What else? What else was he in that was crazy? The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That was probably that movie is really bad. That movie is so bad. National Treasure was I love that movie. I even like the
That's
second
another
one.
movie that I can come across on TV and we'll
Mhm.
sit down and watch.
I agree. There's a third one coming out, I guess, right? Or
No
a new
way.
one? Yeah, I think so. And it's actually him.
Oh shit.
Kick-Ass. I like Kick-Ass. That was a good one.
Kick-Ass was pretty good.
Yeah. Snake Eyes though. Love Snake Eyes. What else? Kick-Ass. Nicolas Cage is in he's Nicolas Cage acting as Nicolas Cage in pretty much every movie. But I'm okay with it. He's a one-trick pony. Wow, you're just going hard on him. Da Vinci Code. So I tried to watch Da Vinci Code probably like 5 times and I couldn't do it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I really tried.
It was good, but it wasn't great.
Oh, hi, Mark, by the way.
Oh, Mark. You mean Mark?
Look who it is. Tom Hanks played in Da Vinci Code, and I love that movie.
I think it's pronounced Mac. Tom Cruise.
Mac.
Oh, you opened. That's another one. Tommy boy, Tommy Cruise. What you guys think? Tom Cruise.
I think he's a great actor. I don't mind him.
Yeah, that's a one-trick pony to me, Mister. All I can do is do Top Gun and Mission Impossible.
I just
one trick. How is he a one-trick pony?
18 Mission Impossibles and 32 Top Guns.
He's done. He only. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go.
No, he doesn't get out of the danger. He stays in the danger zone, and that is it. And he's short.
What is wrong with that?
The same.
He's short.
Always.
What is wrong with that, bro?
I just don't like Tom Cruise.
I think Tom.
Interview with the Vampire, though, I'll give him that. That's it. Just because I love Interview with the Vampire. Tom Cruise. Yeah, no, I don't fuck with that guy.
What's up, Mark?
Mark. Once again,
Mac.
I appreciate everyone showing up. This is awesome. We have some cool cats up in this room. Don't forget to like.
You know
and
what's
subscribe.
another movie I actually like, and I usually watch it on the day every year because I like to do my little yearly routines. V for Vendetta.
I've never watched it, but I really want to.
Yeah, I watched it years ago.
It's a good one. That one's up there for me.
Oh, dude, Marissa's coming up so good. I got one after Marissa for this. All right, Will Ferrell. I love Will Ferrell. I think he's funny. The way he just doesn't give a fuck about a script and just says whatever he wants. It's just, how many bloopers have you seen of this guy just fucking up other comedians in a movie? And you know, you're that funny where you're making other people that make other people laugh. Like that is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Step Brothers, genius.
I love Step Brothers.
That's on a top 10 list too. Holy shit, I love that
Step
movie.
Brothers.
So
one of my favorite movies.
Has anyone watched?
Hey,
what's up?
Have you seen this? Have you seen this movie? The strange things about the Johnson. The strange thing
sounds like a porn. I'm not into that. Is that why you're
not a
that's why
porn.
your top list?
It's
I don't know about your
It's
top.
Liz and Mark's favorite movie. It's a short film too.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
don't remember. What's the
You got-
baseball show that's on HBO with Danny McBride?
Baseball show.
Yeah, he goes to play in Mexico. But Will Ferrell's in that, and he's like he's like some fucking crazy motherfucker.
Yes,
dude.
Marissa, Talladega Nights.
That was a good one too. But he just plays this guy that he owns a BMW, like a BMW place, Adam Schaefer BMWs, and it's just the fucking lines that he just talks the whole time. And I watched the bloopers after, and he just was freestyling everything, and it was hilarious. So I could feel it down in my plums. Like, the
I've
fuck
never
says
seen it.
that? Who the fuck's it? Oh, what the fuck's the name of it? But yeah, no, Will Ferrell's a go. This is another one. Here we go. Is Mike Myers. Is he another one trick pony? Is he just Wayne? Is he just Shrek? Is he just Gold member?
He's,
Or not
well,
Gold member.
he's Austin
Austin
Powers
Powers?
to me.
Austin
But,
Powers.
but you, I mean, Austin Powers is the only movie that you can really remember. I mean, his voice acting is phenomenal, but as far as like his,
Rememberability. It's Austin Powers and Wayne's World.
yeah,
Like, and then Shrek as the voice acting. And I think that's kind of all he is. I don't really think he's that funny. I don't think he's that funny of a person. Okay, here we go.
Step Brothers, or not Step Brothers. What's the one with this one real quick before we go?
Yeah.
What's this one again?
Oh, Get It, Don't Play. Or am I thinking of a different one?
It's when the
No,
Rock
it's
and,
it's Stepdads, isn't it?
is it Stepdad?
Something like that. There's a few of them. There's like one or two of them now, right?
Yeah, and then
Or no, Daddy's
Ferrell-
Home. Daddy's
There
Home.
you go.
Oh
There you go,
yeah,
Daddy's Home.
yeah.
I love that part because he was like he introduced Mark Wahlberg to Will Ferrell, introduced him to his wife, and it's fucking is it Eva Mendes? I think it's Eva Mendes, and he's like, "This is your fucking wife," and he's like talking down to her like she's some ugly girl.
Yeah, Get It, Don't Play.
Yeah,
No, I think so. That movie pissed me off because that should have been rated R.
really.
Yeah, I think that movie should have been rated R, and it wasn't. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and fucking Will Ferrell, and it wasn't rated R. It was weird.
Yeah, that's true.
The other guys, that's it. So the other guys is that one with Gator. The Daddy's Home is the other one where they have to meet up and like he brings them over for Christmas. I think like the second one or something
Yeah.
fucking weird. The other guys is good. Yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here, y'all. This was fun. I think we're gonna do. I think I want to do another one of these. I want to do top 5 shows. So get those in your mind now. And we'll probably do that next week if you guys have some time.
We need this lovely lady on for that one because
Everyone's more than welcome to join us.
I feel like hers will be wild, bro. Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel
Definitely.
like I've liked pretty much the same things that we always talk about.
But have we talked about top favorite shows?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm sure
Mine's gonna
hers
get
is
weird. Mine's
out
gonna be
there.
a little weird too. Yeah. Dude, I still love some weird ass shit.
To be honest, shows will probably be easier for me because I'm way more of a movie person than like a TV show type.
Yeah.
See, I'm the
So-
opposite. I watch TV shows.
So I know what I like. I know what the ones that I like are.
I rewatch the same show over and over again. I'm a serial show watcher.
Me too.
Yeah, and it
But
pisses me the
nothing
fuck
wrong with
off.
Yeah.
No, there is because you miss out on some good shows, bro.
Yeah. Tells me, oh, you watch Out the Dragon, dude. And they're like, no, man, I'm watching.
Okay, what TV
I
show
do.
have I recommended you that you didn't like? Oh, wait.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that.
All right.
What TV shows have you recommended that I watched? Just like 2 or 3 of them.
No, there's like 5 of them.
You don't know
Anyway.
anything about me. You don't fucking know me.
Oh yeah.
Can chat, do me a favor. Can everyone give Jen a round of applause today for joining and having the courage and the cojones to actually join and to be on here? And she did a great job. Jen, we really appreciate you coming on tonight.
Phenomenal.
Thank you. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Appreciate
It's
you,
like we knew
Jen.
you forever. We knew you forever. Tones, can you let them know where they can find you before we head out?
Yeah, you guys can find me at Tones_TV on all platforms. Follow my YouTube channel, Bad Thoughts Studios. And then you can follow our podcast. By the way, guys, we have a huge announcement coming in the next day or so. We are going to be updating you for our podcast, Bad Thoughts Podcast, on YouTube and Spotify. Candid and I are adding additions to the show. So make sure you guys are following Bad Thoughts Podcast on YouTube and Spotify, like I said. And we'll be announcing all that stuff here in the next day or so. So don't forget to follow.
Yeah, I'm super excited for what's coming up next. It's been a while since Tones and I have been on the Bad Thoughts podcast. So we're going to take a new direction, and it's going to be really nice. We're still going to do the old we don't give a fuck, we're going to talk about what we want kind of style, but we're going to have a little bit more direction, which we kind of need, and it's just going to be good. It's going to be good. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. What's so funny? What's so funny? This is what I'm talking about.
Come on, I'm sorry for laughing at this, bro. It was funny.
No, that came after you laughed. It's like you knew, like you guys are on the same fucking wavelength.
Well, bro, it
weird.
popped up and I laughed.
No, you laughed then it came through.
You're tripping.
I almost think that like Tones really does have a secret Foot Finder account.
I do. It's Tones_TV on footfinder.com, dude. Go check it out.
Oh, okay. Well, go check it out. I'm gonna go type that shit in. It's gonna come up. You don't show your face though, do you?
Nah, just my feet, bro.
Okay.
My pinky nail. I have a small pinky nail, dude. So keep a lookout for that.
All right, yo, Jen, if you want to let them know where they can find you, even though you're not on all the social medias, but if they want to reach out to you and say hello, where can they find you at?
I mean, I guess on TikTok. I'm not. I've had a few requests on Instagram, and I hope I didn't like ignore anybody. But I don't get on Instagram, like on my personal Instagram, all that much. But shoot me a message. I'm on the Discord too, so y'all know where to find me.
Oh yeah, find her where you think you'll find her, is what she's saying.
If
she ain't there, then she's over there, and go find her over there. All right. We appreciate you once again, Candid Camper. Follow me here on my YouTube channel. We're gonna probably do this again next week. We'll do the top 5 favorite TV shows. Go follow me on Instagram at the Candid Camper with the extra R. Then find me the Candid Camper on TikTok with the extra R. I'm on the road to 1,000, so I can go live on TikTok because it's a lot easier than trying to go live on YouTube. And I don't want to have to sit in Tony's chats anymore. I want to be my own person. I don't want to live in Tony's shadow since he's just super famous now.
My shadow is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's just because he's super famous. Y'all making his head way too big, by the way.
You scolded us earlier because I pinned your comment.
See? He's so hurtful. I'm gonna cry now.
I can't win, bro. No, I can't win. I'm even gonna try to defend myself.
Nope. The only thing you're gonna win is all right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, follow, all of above. I will follow you back. I probably follow all 5 of y'all anyways. So I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.